Almost hits Cooper. Cooper in space here. He's going to try on his left. Oh, and it's in! What a hit from Cooper! The defensive midfielder has just snatched the lead for Northumberland. Here comes Hernandez then, twisting and turning. Good feet from him. Pulled back. It's 3-3. And Middlesbrough always look dangerous in that final third. Northumberland failed to deal with it, and it's another twist in the game. Comes inside. Javier Manquillo and Wilson. And Wilson makes it 3-1. That might be enough for Newcastle. João Pedro spots the run of Carvalho. Carvalho scores! It's 3-3. Would you believe it? The substitute gets a second bite of the cherry. Will he cross away from Ashworth? And it's scrambled. Oh, and in injury time, Miguel Almiron has scored. Newcastle delight. And that will be the game. Carvalho from range, driven shot goes all the way in. There's Varga. Oh, and Carvalho did well. 3-0. Just as the first half ends. Going back, it's Carvalho. It's 4. It's the hat-trick for the 18-year-old. What a game he's had. So composed in midfield. What's going on, guys? I'm your average FIFA guy and welcome back to another episode of Northumberland FC's Create a Club journey on FIFA 22 career mode. Today, don't forget, if you are a brand new viewer to the channel, welcome aboard, and if you are a legend that is a returning viewer, don't forget to drop a like on the video and smash that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. 96% of you haven't yet subscribed, of all the viewers that we have on the channel so far. So what are you waiting for? It doesn't cost you a single thing, and I can guarantee that you're going to enjoy today's content. Ring the notification bell as well to enjoy future updates from the channel, but most importantly of all, hit me up in the comments down below, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's something in between, about anything you've seen today, and that's going to help me interact with you, the viewer, which is my most important role as a content creator. It's something that I always want to do with you guys, the viewers, make it interactive as we can grow the channel together, and you can help me steer content in whichever way it needs to go. Check out our brand new subscribers over here, and in particular down below, check out Jambo14HD. He's our newest subscriber, and you can do with a little bit of love rather. Check out his channel after you've had a look at our content over here. He's in the middle of an Arsenal career mode save, and that's what we do around here. We have a little bit of support both ways, and we help each other out. With that, that's me done. That's my plug, that's my spiel. Let's get into the rest of the video. So last time out in episode 4, we suffered heartbreak at the hands of Newcastle United in the Carabao Cup, losing in dire circumstances and injury time. However, Fabio Carvalho came off the bench in the second half and scored a really important goal. He followed that up in the next league game against Hull away from home and bagged himself his hat-trick, his first hat-trick for the club. So we're going to treat Fabio Carvalho as our player of the episode last time out. We're going to give him a tight-fitting shirt, and we're going to go into the boots as well. This is going to be a bit of a sad one for me because I love that the colourway matches, if we just zoom in here, matches the current kit really nicely. So this is going to be a little bit of a shame. However, we're going to give it some nice loud alternative boots here with the Adidas Copper 21s. They're going to really shine out on the pitch. As well as that, we're going to go into the wrists, and on the left wrist we are going to give him some long yellow tape, and on the right wrist we're going to give him some long yellow tape as well. And if I'm just going to move myself over here so you can definitely see the end result. That is going to make everything pop for Fabio Carvalho, and he's looking much better, he's looking the part. So with that, let's get into the rest of the episode. So guys, here's the situation. Northumberland, they're lying in third in the championship, and to be honest, not in a bad place. We are just 2 points away from automatic qualification. I'd like to be a lot closer to Stoke there, who have a 6-point lead on us. But after the Sheffield United game coming up in just a bit, we have a game against Stoke at home. So that's a massive chance to narrow that gap down to just 3 points. Personally, I think that's a great opportunity. Let's have a little bit of a look though at the statistics here. We're free scoring with 44 goals, the most in the league, but we have 27 goals conceded, and that's the worst in the top 20 teams It's joint second worst in the entire league, which is absolutely horrific for our prospects going forward, and it's something that we need to address. So what we've done with the team is we've gone from a 4-3-3, which has been quite leaky, into a 4-2-3-1 situation where we push Babic forward a little bit into a cam in game. And I think what we still need to look at here, although Ashworth here and Cooper are 80 rated centre halves, if we have a look at the pace, Cooper here has 66 pace, Ashworth has 62 pace, and if we look further into that, his acceleration down there is 55, and it's just not quick enough to keep up with the pacey and more agile forwards. So we've been very leaky through the middle, and then Parry, admittedly he's 35 in his new retirement, he's 69 rated, but keepers in FIFA 22 are governed primarily by their reaction stats more than anything. And if we have a look, he has reactions of 58, which is just grim. Njoku, he's 68 rated, his reactions are 64, so I think we'll probably need to invest. So my plan is, let me know down in the comments what you think down below, but I think going forwards what we need to probably consider in the January transfer window is the fact that Hooper and Ashworth are two centre halves, admittedly in their prime and 80 rated, are worth around about 20 million. So if we can get an offer of maybe 25 million plus for either of those, preferably Ashworth, who's slower, I would probably cash in on that. We could use the money smartly. We could spend 10 million on a centre half replacement. We could spend another 10 million on a proper goalkeeper who can develop into the save, and have a little bit of spare cash lying around going forwards. Let me know in the comments what you think, but for now, we've got Sheffield United to deal with away from home. Here we go then in the EFL Championship. We have match day on Saturday. It's Sheffield United who play host to Northumberland FC on this overcast Saturday. The fans are packed into the rafters, and it's going to be a tight one with both teams going with a 4-2-3-1 formation. Northumberland resting a few key players with James and Babic on the bench, Riley on the bench, and instead Joao Pedro, Fabio Carvalho and Roman Varga make their rest with well hopefully for Northumberland. Sheffield United get things away here. Cut up from Carvalho, and there's a chance to break here for Northumberland early on. It's Carvalho sprinting forwards. It's Carvalho, scores! It's 1-0 to the visiting team, and shocking defending, shocking possession from Sheffield United in the first instance. We're only in the early stages of the game, but Sheffield United will look at themselves and think, what on earth happened there? Northumberland won't mind though. Carvalho had the legs, and he was ruthless with his finish. Joao Pedro. Varga with some space on the right hand side. Here he goes. He will look for the deep ball towards Solberg at the back post. It's Solberg! Oh dear me. Completely messed the header up, and that was a chance to make it 2-0, but well wide in the end. And Sheffield United look loose at the back. Simon with room to move on the left hand side. Inside for Carvalho, again with room. Sheffield United been very accommodating to the guests. It's Carvalho. Oh, and it's 2-0, an absolute peach from him. After bagging a hat-trick away against Hull, rather, he gets his second of the game so far, and he is in fine touch. Sheffield United with far too much space in the final third for Northumberland to move into, and he struck it so well inside the near post. And Sheffield United 0, Northumberland 2, and that was hit with some pace. And then Rhodes. Varga will want it back. And Clancy just about does that. Here comes Varga now with some space. Varga's ball, and skipped in beautifully by Carvalho. It's a second hat-trick in a row for him. And Sheffield United paying the price for some really lax defending. Delight for Northumberland, and delight for the teenager here. He gets 6 goals in just 2 games, and Northumberland running riot. Drilled ball in, and it's beautifully just chipped in with the inside of his foot over the dying keeper. off the keeper's hip in the end, but he won't mind. It's Sheffield United 0, Northumberland 3. Fancy one well. Given away, Buanga now. Slater, ball into McBurney. He'll look for Burke. Good save from Parry. I think it was going wide anyway, but it's a half a chance for Sheffield United. They get a corner. Well read from Cooper. Stuck that leg out, and here's Solberg now on the left. Solberg will run into Ake. There's a space on this wing. Here he goes. And can Northumberland make it 4? Carvalho, it is 4. It's 4 for Northumberland. It's 4 for Carvalho. And it's getting a little bit embarrassing now for the home side. So that'll be half time then. It's Sheffield United 0, Northumberland 4. And Sheffield United with some frank discussions to be had in the dressing room. They've been poor, but Northumberland have been good. They took their chances ruthlessly. In particular, an absolute nightmare for Sheffield United has been Carvalho. He takes 4 from the first half. And he'll be delighted. Time the run well, and Joao Pedro took it down beautifully. Joao Pedro scores 5-0. And it's a rout now. That's far too easy. You have to think, if there was a discussion at half-time for Sheffield United, were the players listening? Because that was way too easy. Lost a ball from Babbage, far too easily brought down by Joao Pedro. Lovely touch from him, and he has all the time in the world to knock it past Rips to make it 5. Around the corner, Joao Pedro. Schultz. Pedro from range. Oh, is that a goal of the season contender? All the party tricks are coming out for Northumberland. It's 6-0, and Joao Pedro has just rattled in an absolute screamer from 35 yards. Have a look at this. Schultz just knocking it back here. Take a touch, and it's lofted straight into the far corner. Beautifully taken from Joao Pedro. He gets his second of the game, and Northumberland having a little bit of fun now. Cooper with time. What a chance for McGoldrick. It's a consolation goal for them. Northumberland failed to keep a clean sheet again, and it's a little bit lax in the end. They were going through things in second gear. McGoldrick opens his account for the game, and Sheffield United get a goal. Given away cheaply, and it's fizzed into McGoldrick, who takes no time to think about what he wants to do. Outside of the right foot. Beautifully finished in the end past Parry. Solberg. Orders the challenge well. Here comes Solberg. And Varga. And Solberg. Oh, it's 7-1. Solberg getting in on the act now with the flare finish. Paddled in from behind a standing foot. Past the hapless for Rips. And that takes the score to 7-1. Oh! And a free goal in the end. Goals raining in everywhere. It's a really poor clearance from the captain Ashworth. And straight off the Sheffield United forward who was prancing in on goal. Hoops cross comes in here, and Ashworth, it's Simon actually, and it's a calamity of errors. It's not even from a Sheffield United player. Simon clears the ball straight off Ashworth's face, past Parry, and you have to laugh. It won't affect the game. It's an own goal in the end, and it's 7-2. And the full-time whistle goes. It's been one to forget for Sheffield United. They get an absolute beating from Northumberland, who have taken their chances ruthlessly. Fabio Carvalho, the man of the match, with 4 goals, and Joao Pedro chipping in with a couple. The home fans make their feelings well known, and Sheffield United will just hope it's just a bad day at the office on their account. It's Sheffield United 2, Northumberland 7. So 2 things we've noticed in that game then, I think for me, apart from the trim that I've had mid-filming during this episode. 2 things we've noticed. Firstly, how bad Sheffield United were. I can't believe that they've let us score 7 goals in that game when teams like Middlesbrough really pushed us and we've been the worst, we've been a poorer side during the game. So it was a strange one for me, but we'll definitely take it as we look towards our midweek game against Stoke. The other thing that we are delighted about, that I can't believe, is just how good form Fabio Carvalho is in here. He tops the charts at the club with 12 goals in just 9 appearances. In the Championship it's 11 and 8, and that's because he scored 3 goals against Hull and then 4 goals here just in the match just gone against Sheffield United. So he is in fantastic form, and really he's making it very hard for him to stay on the bench. If we look at the best 11 that we have, our first string 11, Fabio Carvalho has to start, surely, in the run of form that he has right now. Let me know in the comments what you think. Should it be a regular starter or should it be an impact sub? I'm thinking maybe he could start rather than Rhodes, who's 34 and is at the end of his career, and we'll swap Babic and Carvalho so that Carvalho is the number 10. But his form is making it very difficult for him to leave out. For now though, we've got a game on our hands here. It's going to be first against second, second against first. We are hosts to Stoke City, and it's a big one coming up. The stage is set. It's going to be a big one here. We are at Outpost Park. The lights are on, the sky is dark, and it's going to be second place playing host to first in the Championship. And here we go then. Northumberland playing host to Stoke City in the Championship. And it's a huge game here. Northumberland will look to cut Stoke's lead down to 3 points if they come away with a win today. A newly formed Fabio Carvalho Tifo is there at the goal end, and there he is, the man in form, Carvalho. He gets the nod ahead of Sean Rhodes today in the starting 11. It's going to be a huge game, and we are live at Outpost Park. Christiansen. Fletcher, oh, that's a good one. Over the top for Seema. Oh, smash off the crossbar. And Christiansen, safe and parry. It's a penalty, I think. Clancy's got to clear it, and he's taken the man there. And I think this is going to be a penalty. It's a yellow card for Clancy. Let's have a look at this. Going to clear the ball, but slips. Takes his man, and drama already at Outpost Park. Northumberland desperate for the 3 points, but this is going to be a big start for Stoke if they can bury this. Saved by Parry! Would you believe it? Drama already. He wants it back through the middle. Riley is there on the right hand side. Here comes Riley. Forward, and now Solberg. Solberg scores! It's 1-0 to Northumberland. And Outpost Park is bouncing. Second place, Northumberland take the lead after Stoke have missed their big chance in the penalty moments before. And we are rocking here at the top of the Championship. Game well and truly on. Great play from Riley. Waited for the perfect pass there, and Solberg smashes home on his left foot. It's Northumberland 1, Stoke City 0. Christiansen. It's a good one for Seema. He's going to get a second back goal here. It's Seema, good save again from Parry. And Seema looks very lively so far this game. Here comes James. Carvalho with a burst of pace. The man in form here, Carvalho. He sprints away. He's going to want to go all the way here, is he? Oh no, he lofted it forward to James. Oh, couldn't quite get the head away. Unselfish from Carvalho as Solberg wins it back. Oh, terrible throw here. Isaac James. Still James. Oh, and did that take a touch off the keeper? It smashes off the crossbar. It's all happening here at Outpost Park. What a game we have so far. Carvalho wants it back. Carvalho again. Oh, and it's Riley to James. Scores. It's 2-0. Northumberland rampant. And a defensive error from Stoke City allows Northumberland to capitalise here. They can't believe what's going on. But they'll absolutely take it, and so will the fans. A sellout crowd today are getting their money's worth for sure. That ball fizzed across. Isaac James just squeezes it in the far post. And it's Northumberland 2 now. Stoke 0. frantic start to the game and they've came out very much on top. It was a poor one there, and Christensen will collect for Stoke. Chance for them. Great ball. It's Seema. It's 2-1, and ruthless from Stoke. An opportunity presented to them from a poor piece of passing play by Northumberland, and Stoke make it 2-1 now. Game on. Seema gives a space, and this time he doesn't make any mistake. League leader Stoke showing why they are at the top of the table. Seema blares over, not too far away. Stoke looking very threatening now, and the momentum that Northumberland enjoyed early in the game just waving away a little bit. And it'll be half time there, so it's a tight one. Both teams with plenty of chances in the game. Stoke growing into it as time has gone on. It's Northumberland 2 at the break. Stoke City 1. Carvalho, the main source of creativity for Northumberland, and here's Babic. He will turn. Babic's shot. Oh, what a quick goal! Babic on that right foot of his. He's rifled in the goal to make it 3-1 to Northumberland. Well taken indeed into the top corner rather. And they're absolutely delighted. Carvalho with an assist. He can't stop creating for Northumberland here. Looks for the ball into feet for Babic, who turns and drills that shot into the top corner. Beautifully taken goal. It's Northumberland 3, Stoke 1. Jerome Simon then. Carvalho wants the ball back. It's Carvalho. Oh, tried the chip. Didn't quite get there. Not enough on the chip in the end. And Stoke come away with it now. Intercepted by Solberg. Riley on the overlap. It's Riley. Just couldn't get the shot away. Thought about going around the goalkeeper. It's a throw in now. And Stoke just starting to look a little bit tired. Here's Babic. Babic is going to curl one. Oh, it's a brace for Babic. This time on his left. And that was delightful. Time and space for him on the edge of the box. It's Northumberland 4 now, Stoke 1. And surely that's the 3 points for the home team. Let's have another look at this. Ball played out. Babic has time to take 2 or 3 touches and line up his shot, and the keeper just can't get a hand to it. Brown. Laid off, and Smith just slices it there. Stoke have been poor in the second half. They really haven't kept the momentum going that they had at the end of the first, and that just sums things up for them tonight. Seema. There's a chance here for Brown. Blocked by Cooper. Well done in the end. Riley still with some energy left in the tank as we head towards injury time in the second half. The match has dwindled away a little bit in the second half after Northumberland get a 3-goal advantage. Babic though on a hat-trick. And that's going to be the whistle in the end. It's a dominant display from second place team Northumberland in the championship. They claw Stoke's lead back down to 3 points. It finishes Northumberland 4, Stoke 1. And that's a real show of force from the informed team in the league. So there we go, guys, another dominant display. I'm absolutely over the moon with how it performed there against Stoke. I think the new formation, the 4-2-3-1, is suiting the team perfectly, and we've hit a real purple patch in terms of goals scored. I think the formation is just starting to tidy up the defence a little bit, so it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. And let me know in the comments what you think. Are we working well with the new formation? Who do you think you enjoy seeing the most in the gameplay? And are there any changes that you would make to team selection or substitutes as well going forwards? Remember, of course, if you haven't yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? You're missing out. So bash that red subscribe button and hit the bell as well, the notification bell for future updates from your Average FIFA Guys channel. And we are going to probably be wrapping up the episode here. next time out we are going to have some league games in December, and we need to start thinking about the January transfer window. We don't have any money, so anything we're going to do is going to come from player sales. We talked at the top of the video about possibly looking at Ashworth or Hooper, one of the two central halves who lack pace, being sold for maybe 25 million or more, and can we use that money to good effect? Let me know down below in the comments what you think would be the best option going forwards, and just anything at all you want to shout out about, and I will be responding to you directly. For now though, that's probably going to cap the video. It's been a really enjoyable one. I feel the team's coming on beautifully. I'm your average FIFA guy, and until next time, I'm going to sign out. See you later.